You ever have a day where you don't know quite where to begin? Well, I haven't been out here for a couple days since we poured, and we've had a lot of rain. Had another small cave in here. We've got about 6 inches of water everywhere in the basement. Had another major cave in over there. Luckily the footers were poured, so I've got that pile of stuff to get rid of, but I have got to get the forms off of that end because there's a pipe that goes through that will allow this to drain. Same with, there's one over there and there's one here. The issue is going to be getting down in there. I got to get my rubber boots on, get down in there. Everything is screwed. Can't get a screw gun through there. So yeah, this should be interesting, to say the least. I'm going to try to get this drained. The only thing I know to do is I'll have to just kind of, if I have to rip the forms off on the inside, that inside edge, might ruin a board or two, but you gotta love working in a hole in the ground. I'll be glad when I get up out of it. So I will come back in a bit once we get this opened up a bit. I will show you what we can do. Well, we have a river flowing here. I have stripped the forms off the two footers that are going to be where the retaining walls are. I have also stripped the forms off the first 3 steps. They turned out very nicely. The chamfered edge, come down here so you can see it. The chamfered edge allowed me to get right back in and finish right to the edge on those steps. Just got those 3 there to do. So these are they just have a broom finish on them, and edge. I used the edger tool on it. So those are not too bad. So I got these forms off. Before I opened this up, this was the 3-inch or 4-inch line that I put through to bring my floor drains and stuff out. Good thing I had that in there. So right now I'm waiting for this to drain. It's already dropped, probably 1.5 inches. I've opened it up. It's been open for about 40 minutes. But I've got 3 pools in here. And so it's going to take a while for this to drain. I don't really want to get my screw guns and stuff in there until that drops down a little more. As I say, it'll be nice to get up out of the dirt. Anyway, as you can see here, the forms did a really nice job. Nice, really square edge. Again, this is going to be where the chimney is. These are 20 feet long, 2 feet wide. Out on this end, they are close to, this one is close to probably 13-14 inches. That one was about 12 inches deep because this kind of dropped off on this end. And this here will eventually have the retaining wall will end at about 38 inches out, and then the floor will go over, as I noted before, and it'll give me a 7 3/4 inch rise, so about 3 inches of concrete there, dropping down to 4 here. It'll give me that 7 3/4 inch rise. So that should work out well. So yeah, my next project is just kind of wait here a little bit. I can always go up and strip forms up in the garage area, but I think I'm going to let this drain out and before I take at this, so I can get in there, I'm going to take these inside forms off, and then I will scoop this off and throw it in the middle here. It'll be buried under crush. But that wall has been a pain. There's no question about it. The way that is caved in so many times. I think that, you know, really what caused that is there was 2 or 3 stumps right in here, big trees. And before we started digging, my friend took out with his excavator, he took out the stumps which needed to go, and that loosened that whole area up. So, because everything else pretty much has stayed. That's part over there caved in a little bit, but again, we were digging over there. So anyway, I'll be back when we get to the next stage. We've got a lot of the water drained out. Once I opened up the tubes or the pipes there and there, this is pretty much drained down now, pretty much as far as it's going to go. And those over there, I mean, they've dropped 6 inches each of those. It's later in the day. I've got everything stripped in around to the perimeter. I've just got this side here, so I'm going to try to strip in here right now and get that material off over in the hole. So I'll be back. Okay, it's a few days later. I finally got everything stripped up here. I still have the garage to do, but I've cleaned all the boards as I take them off, scraped them, and got the footers all ready to put the pipes in the inside perimeter and start putting gravel to it. In that cave in, I've got to rake this out a bit so I get at least 4 inches or so of gravel in there. But it turned out very nicely. I mean, I had a few bulges here and there. Nothing serious though. It's just a footer. As you can see there's a couple bulges. But 18 yards of concrete. I'll come down here. Get these 3 stairs stripped. Still draining water here. I opened up the tubes once I got the forms off. Opened up the tubes coming through there and over in that corner. But that did a really nice job as far as being level, and the guys building the walls, the forms, should have no problems working on that. I've got to lay out the house again and get the corners squared. Shouldn't be too bad from the footers. I'll do that after I put the gravel in. Nice and dry up here. And on out. So I'm going to go do the garage. Once we get that done, we'll finish up this video. As you can see there, I dropped this footer down 2 inches, so outside the door, which is right there, the man door, there will be a 2-inch drop so water won't come back in. And this is going to be sloped 1 inch. So I'll be back. Well, it's the end of the day, and I've got all the forms off the garage now. It was a siege. It's not easy when you're pulling forms with this close of tolerance, but alas, it's done. Give you a look at the steps here. Got 1, 2, 3 here, and another 3. And 3 there. So they made nice forms, or nice footers. So I'm going to clean up some of the boards and go home. It's been a long day. Appreciate you joining me today. For the last couple days doing this. Appreciate if you like and subscribe, and be looking forward to a video of, we're going to put some gravel and some pipe in the basement to get it ready for forms. So until then, as always, you have a great day.